Yes, sir. Better believe it now. Hold on tight. Yeah. Don't you let go, Israel, 'cause the Most High said, not by strength and might, not by see the Most High, He is watching us, watching us. You gotta die on tomorrow. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And He has done for us so many things. Cured many pain and sorrow. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, my brothers and my sisters, all. Let's get together now before we fall. Yeah, yeah, yeah. For see the hard times they have just begun. Just begun. I said you better hold on, better hold on. Hold on, Israel. Hold on, yes, sir. Hold on, believe me now. Hold on tight. Hold on tight. Oh, yeah. Don't you let go, Israel, 'cause the Most High said, not by strength and might. See, I know He's got the power. It's very plain, plain to see. Yeah, yeah. He put the sun in the sky, and made many a blind man see. Hey, yeah. Come on, my brothers and my sisters, all. Hey, yeah. Let's get together now before we fall. Let's get together. For see the hard times they have just begun to be. Better hold on, Israel. Yes, sir. Hold on, believe me now. You got hold on tight. Yeah. Don't you let go, Israel, 'cause the Most High said, not by strength and might. Hold on, Israel. Yes, sir. You better believe me now. Hold on tight. Yeah. Don't you let go, Israel, 'cause the Most High said, not by strength and might, by might. When the clouds get gray, and don't you be dismayed. You gotta hold on, hold on, hold on. will see you through. Cause when the clouds get gray, and don't you be dismayed, cause the Father watching you, and He will see you through.
All right. We are back. My name is Yamsuf Arif, and this is the Real Talk for Real People Study Show, where we study the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and certainly get some perspective on the Most High special people, peculiar people, Israel. And you may ask yourself, and rightfully so, Yamsuf Arif, why are you and Brother Carter here? Why are you doing what you're doing? And why is Sister Nasanya as the administrator of the show? Those are good questions. And our response would be this. And we believe that you knew what the fifth kingdom was, that Daniel prophesied about, according to King Nebuchadnezzar, which is virtually universal white race supremacy. We would be here. And we thought that you did your due diligence by virtue of your studies, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We wouldn't be here. And we thought that our youth were following the mandates and edicts of their adults and elders of the nation, not a religion, not an organization. We wouldn't be here. And we thought that the husband and wives were under the auspices and control of the Most High by virtue of these studies. We wouldn't be here. And we thought that we would marginalize and control in every aspect and component of our lives, from the cradle to the grave. We wouldn't be here. And we thought that everything was futile. There was no solution. There was no antidote. We wouldn't be here. But you see, as far as Cartriel and I and Sister Nasanya, and we turn on our local, national, and our international televisions, the evidence speaks for itself. A mockery and a monstrosity. Thus, we are here. Praise the Most High. Because we understand the dynamics of a nation. We understand our dynamics of a nation by virtue of our studies. We understand that if there's no king, there's no high priest, if there's no prince of each tribe, who's always been paramount? And the precedent shows by virtue of these studies that they're always on deck. The elders of the nation. We're not a religion. We're not an organization. We are a nation. We should act accordingly as a nation coming under formation of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and it's just that simple. That's the only way this works. Not any many splendid groups. Not everybody going every which way they want to, doing what they want, how they want to do it, and whenever they want to do it. But acting in confinement, acting in formation. First and foremost, turn away from your idolatry. Secondly, crying out to the Most High for our elders, the mistake they made that got us universally captured as I speak. And crying out for ourselves for the continued mockery and monstrosity by a result of social engineering in our conditioning. And learning to hate anything that remotely looks like you, to treat it tacky, trashy, and or terroristic, and write a rap song about it to make $1 million. Because our lack of love for the Most High God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and certainly the evidence speaks a lack of love for one another. That's why we're here. Also, to get people to understand our brothers and sisters, it's imperative in this confinement that we learn to gather ourselves together. Not gather oneself together for any old messy, old trashy old way, but gather oneself together as the Most High has alluded to do something constructive and a positive in that regard. Simply said, learning to do good by our widows, learning to do good by our orphans, learning to do good by those in need. And simply said, learning to do good, as I said, because we have been socially engineered and conditioned to be a monstrosity, a mockery, that we see one another. We have the attitude of pit bull. Hackles rise on the back of our necks, and we're ready to attack each other at any given moment. And the evidence speaks for itself. 2, education a nation. How a nation should comport itself as our ancient nation did in confinements. And gathering oneself together in those confinements. And you can only do it one way. You have to learn the way. By virtue of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and certainly by virtue of this word that he left behind. Praise Yah and bless his holy name. My Esau sister Nasanya is the administrator of the show. She helped keep the show in structure and formation. Brother Carter, my dear friend and brother from New York City, I simply, not New York, but New York. I simply call it Prison Camp, New York. Like Memphis is Prison Camp, Tennessee, because we're all in a universal confinement. And I'd like to thank Brother Cartrell for his love for the Most High and his love for the people of the Most High, our people. And his expression, not only as love in words, but in deeds also. I'd like to thank the Most High for having a platform such as the Real Talk for Real People show to keep it real. To not come out pontificating, being self-righteous and dogmatic, but coming out sharing the word of Yah and with the components and the ingredients of humility, compassion, love, and mercy toward our universal brothers and our sisters, and keeping within the confines of that confinement, for as the Most High is concerned. I'd like to thank the Most High for the food I eat, the water I drink, the air I breathe, every aspect and a component of my life. My Esau, Brother Cartrell, you fellow students out there, so we can share with you the word of the Elohim. That's the only way we got into this. And I can assure you, by virtue of our studies, that is the only way we're going to get out of this together. Praise the Most High. And bless your holy name, Most High. So without further ado, let me introduce my Esau sister Nasanya. Sister Nasanya, your mic is hot.
Thank you, Yam Sue. Shalom, shalom, family. All praises, all praises. Happy to be back. All praises.
Praise y'all. Brother Cottrell, may the Most High bless you, brother. Your mic is hot. Shalom.
Shalom, shalom, family. Bless Yah, oh my soul, and all that's within me. Bless his holy name. Giving all praise, honor, thanksgiving, and praise to the Holy One of Yisrael, the Elohim of our fathers, Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yisrael, for his loving kindness and his tender mercies towards us, and his choosing of us as his people, his nation, his chosen ones. All praise to the Holy One of Yisrael.
Thank you, Brother Cottrell. Praise y'all. Fellow students, if Nasanya is ready to proceed and Brother Cottrell is ready to proceed in his studies, I'm ready to proceed. Praise the Most High.
I just want to say this, Yam Su.
Go ahead, brother, by all means.
That the Most High calls on the elders because we're supposed to have the vision of Yah's plan. And that social engineering that you talk about and remind us of, it ain't start happening until like the 70s. Because in this captivity, we was united as a people. I know when you was growing up, we was fighting for civil rights together, and we weren't trying to destroy one another. But when they introduced drugs and guns into our community, that's when things really fell apart. So we have to acknowledge those things, that our people weren't always torn apart and socially engineered to argue, fuss, and fight with one another. Because there was a point in time, even when we were younger, that our people were united and we came together to fight for our oppressors. Praise y'all.
And thank you, Brother Cottrell. And you're certainly correct, brother. I remember those days like it was yesterday. As you may mention, Brother Cottrell, you and I are 68 years old. We've seen some young things that our young brothers and sisters haven't seen. So by virtue of our age, education, and our experience in our education, not by an esteemed college, but by immersion into the study of the Word of Yah, we can guide the nation as we've always guided the nation, and we hold the precedent for that. Praise the Most High. Thank you, Brother Cottrell. Well, Brother Cottrell will conclude our studies in Zechariah chapter 2, the vision of the measuring line. But I will begin the studies tonight in Job chapter 7. Job is still suffering in a comfortless way. Yah hadn't really revealed anything. And his fair weather friends is there just to be observant and being the word I like to use, dogmatic and pontificating, as if they know all. Well, Yah said in Isaiah chapter 55, verse 8, my ways are not your ways, my thoughts are not your thoughts. Although they have good intention. And they got the right game plan, but the wrong person, as far as Job is concerned. So let's get right into it. Chapter 7. Job says, is that not a time of hard service for a man on earth? I mean, we're born into this with Adam and Eve. When Adam and our mother Eve, our father Adam, was kicked out the garden by virtue of their disregard for the Most High word. Our mother Eve was reduced to childbearing and the pain and suffering of it all. Us as men, we were reduced to hard times and labor, intensified labor, just to produce something to just get by with. Well, everything was free. Our mother Eve didn't have to childbirth and the pain of childbirthing and so on and so forth. And Adam didn't have to work. You go out and pick your fruit, go on back to your business, enjoy yourself. But as Job is making regards to, is that not a time of hard service for man on earth? Are not his days also like the days of a hired man, like a servant who earnestly desires the shade, like a hired man who eagerly looks for his wages? In verse 3, he said, and a lot of you may get the impression because you try to study in a linear approach, instead of a multi-dimensional and multifaceted approach. And so a lot of you think, it was one day all this happened. No, this didn't happen this one day. And he makes mention of it. He said, I have been allotted months of fertility because what has transpired with him. And wearisome nights have been appointed to me. As a result, I lost my children. I lost my flocks. I have boils from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet. And he said, and wearisome nights have been appointed to me as a result of this. My wife has sort of been a little salty. And he said, when I lie down, I said, when shall I rise? And the night be in. I'm not getting any comfort. And these so-called fair-weather friends are not helping me in the least bit. They just here. I have had my fill of tossing to dawn. He's describing what he's going through. And he talks about his body, how it looks. And go in your mind's eye and see what he said. He said, my flesh is caked with worms and dust as a result of these boils. My skin is cracked and breaks out afresh. And it's been months of this. In verse 6, my days are swifter than a weaver's shudder. You ever seen a weaver's shudder? Go on go on your Google and look what a weaver's shudder, how it operates. See how fast his days was going by to him in his mind now. And I spent without hope. Oh, remember that my life is a breath. He's being pensive and melancholy when he makes this statement. And he's sort of making reference to the Most High in this regard. My life is but a breath. My eye would never again see good as a result of what he's going through. As I said, he's being pensive and melancholy. And he don't know, as I said in Isaiah 55, verse 8 himself. It's just as Eliphaz don't know, Job don't know. The eye of him who sees me will see me no more. And like Eliphaz and his so-called friend, you're looking at me now, but I'm going to be gone in a minute. While your eyes are upon me, I shall be no longer. I'm here today and going tomorrow, so to speak. In verse 9, as the cloud disappears and vanishes away, so he who goes down to the grave does not come back. So when I go to that grave, I ain't coming back. A lot of y'all believe that you got spirits and so on and so forth that's floating all around your bedrooms and whatnot. Well, we have witchcraft and sorcery that can conjure up these spirits. They better be a good witch or a good sorcerer to conjure up these spirits. In the case when King Saul went to conjure up the prophet. And by some of these means, but in a realistic manner, when you're here today, you're going tomorrow when you're away from this earth. And verse 10, he said, he should never return to his house, nor shall his place know him. And don't they forget you when you're gone? When you're gone, your wife forget you, the children forget you, your folks forget you. And Job is ready to run. We ain't anything special. We are the continuation of life. And he's making reference to that. Nor shall his place know him anymore in verse 10. In verse 11, he says, therefore, he's in frustrations. He is frustrated. And so as a result, he said, therefore, I will not restrain my mouth. I will speak in the anguish of my spirit. I will complain in the bitterness of my soul. And he said, am I a sea? Am I so vast or a sea serpent that you set a guard over me? And he's speaking in reference to Yah in so many words. And when I said my bed would comfort me, my couch would ease my complaint, then he says in reference to Yah, then you scared me with dreams. Terrify me with visions. See, Job didn't get beside himself too. No, he ain't cursed Yah and died. He's simply making a complaint from the anguish of his soul. And the bitterness is transpiring to him before him. And he says, so my soul chooses strangling and death rather than my body. I loathe my life. He said, I hate my life. Job said, that's what he's going through. I will not live forever. He said, I really don't want to live forever. Let me alone. He's making reference to the Elohim. Let me alone. Come on now. I can't do no more. I'm here today. I'm going tomorrow. And folk gonna forgive me when I'm gone. I got these boys on my head. I lost my children. My wife salty. I done lost all my flocks. Come on, no. I just need to get away from here. That's what Job is making reference to. And and he said, let me alone, for my days are but a breath. And Job is correct in that statement, and that description. Life is here today and gone tomorrow. And in verse 17, Job says, what is a man that you should exalt him? Why do you even give us any regard? And we need to be humble in that regard. We're not anything special. I know some of you woken up said you woken up to find that you're Israel and you think you're something special. But if you were really something special, we wouldn't be here in this universal captivity. Our ancients would have done what they did to facilitate the endeavor of us being in this universal captivity. That's why it's incumbent upon us to pray for our ancients. And that's why it's incumbent upon us to pray for ourselves in this contemporary time. Because we're not nothing special. We're not special by virtue of us being special to the Most High. We're special because the Most High is us to be special. That's the only reason why we're special. So don't get beside yourself. Don't get stuck up on stupid. Because there are responsibilities and endeavors and actions to be committed by people that the Most High has chosen to be his special people, his chosen people. Meaning that you can't do what you want to do, how you want to do it, when you want to do it. You got to do what the Most High said, when he said, how he said, and you best be doing it quick as you can be done. Our ancients found that out, and we're living it out. So let's get back in formation. Let's understand we're not anything special. The Most High is. And Job recognized that. And he says in verse 17, what is the man that you should exalt him? That you should set your heart on him? Because we're not anything special. That you should visit him every morning. And he even knew this. Job, even though he's complaining, he knew this. And test him every moment. He knows he's being tested. But to the degree he's being tested, he don't understand. And he's full of melancholy and anguish and being pensive about it. As King Solomon was. When he had got beside him, he said, with all them women. With all them different gods. He's sort of like a King Solomon in that regard. Thinking, what is life for? But life is for a reason. And it's simply not just for you. It's for your families. It's for your Eshaws. It's for your community. It's for your nation. It's for your Elohim. That's what your life is here today for. It's always been that way. And he says, how long, making reference to the Elohim, will you not look away from me and let me alone till I swallow my slava? And he asked Yah, have I sinned? What have I done to you, O watcher of men? Don't think you ain't been watched. Why have you set me as your target? So that I'm a burden to myself. Why have you reduced me to this lot? My children have died. My flocks have been stolen. My wife is salty against me. I have boils from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet. And I got these fair weather friends that come here pontificating. If they know, they speak for you. So Job said, I'm a burden to myself. And he said in verse 21, why then do you not pardon my transgression? He said, if I know what's wrong, Yah, I get right on it. So Job has been introspective. Job has been taking accounting of his life. Now he got these fair weather friends, come on, talking like they know everything, like they're omnipresent, omnipotent, and they got all the sense in the world. And he have these physical ailments as far as these boys are concerned. He's lost his children. He's lost his livelihood by losing his stock. His wife has got salty with him. And he's just feeling melancholy and pensive, and understandably so. And even in that, he has the frame of mind to address y'all. He said, he's saying in so many ways, if I've done something wrong, I'm willing to address it. And he says in that regard, take away and take away. Why then do you not pardon my transgression? Because he really don't know what they are. And he said, and take away my iniquity. He asked Yah, for now I will lie down in the dust, and you will seek me diligently, but I will no longer be. He said, Yah, if you don't handle this, I'm going to lay it on down. And if you seek me, Yah, I'm gone. It's a wrap. You see, I like Job. A lot of you think Job was out of line. I certainly think in regards to him questioning the Elohim, but he had a right to question, what have I done wrong? And if I've done something wrong, Elohim, I will address the matter. You know, but as I said, these fair weather friends coming off being pontificating and being dogmatic and self-righteous, they have the right tools, but the wrong brother. And so that being said, he's feeling melancholy and pensive because he don't understand the dynamics of it, what's going on to him. But as I made reference to Isaiah chapter 55, verse 8, Yah said, my ways are not your ways, my thoughts are not your thoughts. And I'm making that reference to his fair weather friends, and certainly in reference to Job himself. Because we don't have a hotline to the Elohim. We don't have all the sense of the world. We're here today and going tomorrow. Do your part while you're here. Do right by your widows. Do right by your orphans. Do right by your brothers and sisters in need. And certainly learn to do good. Do right by your spouses. Do right by your friends. Do right by your community. Do right by your nation, not an organization. Do right by your Elohim. So if something do occur to you, and you've been introspective, and you've done a intense study of your actions, and they're not counter-contrary to what the Most High says, I think it more than right for you to inquire of the Most High, not in a disrespectful manner. Most High, direct and order my step and help me not to lean to my own understanding. I just want to know where I'm at error. What mistake have I made? Why am I in this situation? Maybe I'm being tested. I don't know. But if I'm being tested and it's this test, I'm going to deal with it. I'm going to lay it on down. Instead of thinking you're something special by virtue of being an Israelite, then in itself does not guarantee your relationship with the Elohim. It certainly didn't guarantee the relationship with Job with the Most High, and he was a righteous man. There are certain components and characteristics and certain obligations and certain alignments that the Most High expects of us. Being with the Most High is not for free. Being with your brothers and sisters are not for free. There's a moral obligation, duty-bound obligation to carry and comport yourself in a fashion in regards to your brothers and sisters, spouse, children, community, and certainly in regards to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Humble yourselves and submit yourselves to the Most High. Praise the Most High and bless his holy name. So, Nasanya, Maisha, do you have any comments and commentaries in this regard?
Thank you, Yamsu. My takeaway was I just can see how I can see how he's talking to his friend and Yah. And I can also see how some, even in this as we live, people can just be so fixated on other stuff and not really looking at what's really going on in life. Because he
Exactly.
asked them, even if I have sinned, what have I done to you? So, you haven't, most time we haven't done anything to anybody, but they're just so fixed on what you got going on, or if you're going through a issue and you're not the normal, they not seeing the normal you. They just assume something, and they just so fixated on trying to figure out, what did you do? What did you do to lose that house? Or what did you do to not have that car anymore? Or, certain things. That's
I'm
just
glad
how I see.
I'm glad you picked up on that, son. And I concur with you. I believe the conversation was loaded. It was directed toward the Most High, but it was a slant response to Elizabeth too in this regard. He was addressing two issues at the same time. He's speaking
Yes.
directly in regards to the Most High, but he was
Yeah.
sending a message to Elizabeth and his
Yeah.
other so-called friends. Praise Yah. I'm glad you picked up on that. Thank you, Isanya. Anything else?
No, that was it. That was it.
Thank you, Isanya. May the Most High bless you. Brother Gatriel, you have the mic.
All praise to the Holy One of Yisrael. Elohim of our fathers, Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yisrael. Because he threw a twist at us. The story of Job, is not about an Israelite, right?
No.
It's about a man who's been brought into Yah's creation, who's being tested, whether he's righteous or evil, whether his dedication to his creator who created him, who's putting him through this test, whether he appreciates life that the Most High has given him. Because he's just a man. Job is just a man. And Yah's testing his loyalty to him. What is this man Job going to choose? Is he going to choose his creator, or he's going to curse me for the hardship in life that I'm putting him through? And life is about the trials and tribulation that Yah puts us through.
Exactly.
And we can see that from the trials and tribulations that Job went through. It's like, I came from nothing. I was born naked in this world, and I'm going to go out naked in this world. But appreciation to be a part of Yah's creation, to have life. Because how many sperms make it to the egg that brings them life? And
only one, my brother. Only one.
Out of billions, out of millions. I don't know what it is, but it's like, in the high numbers. And the fact that we have life, Job is showing his thankfulness that Yah chose him out of all the billions of sperm cells that was in his mother's womb and his father's sperm that he made it through. We have to have an appreciation of life because we live in it, to our creator who allowed us to have visions of his creation. This is just Job. He ain't an Israelite. He's just a man. Like, I know right from wrong, and I ain't did no wrong. I know good from evil. I ain't did no evil, but I'm going to remain loyal to Yah no matter what. And Job is like every living creature on planet Earth. Whether you're a roach, a fly, a dragonfly, or alligator, everything that Yah gave life to appreciates life. And this is man in the book of Job expressing his appreciation for the life that Yah has given us. Praise Yah.
Praise Yah. Well, Brother Gatriel, I suspect Nasanya is saying to you, students out there, Yah didn't put the story of Job, the history of Job, into the book just for a warm, fuzzy feeling. He put it into the book for some introspectives, self-examination of oneself. linear in his study, multifaceted and multidimensional in these studies. And this is not a religion. This is a relationship with a man with the Elohim. As we are not a religion, it's about our relationship with the Elohim in that regard also. And I want to appreciate and thank you, Nana Sonia. I want to appreciate you and thank you, Brother Cottrell. May the Most High bless you. So, fellow students, Brother Cottrell and I are about to proceed to the last segment of study, and that is the book of Zechariah the prophet, chapter 2. Praise Yah. Brother Cottrell, you have the mic. The vision of the measuring lines, as Brother Cottrell says, that temple is already set up. You got to get set up. You got to do what the Most High has mandated. That temple's already ready for you. No, it's not on earth. It's prefab somewhere, waiting for the Most High to put it in place. Brother Cottrell is going to point, I suspect he's going to point this out to you. Brother Cottrell, my apologies. You have the mic.
Praise Yah. The Holy One of Israel, Elohim of our fathers, who gives us a vision for the future, right?
Praise Yah.
It's Most High's plan for us. And we need to know Yah's plan for us, don't we?
Exactly.
Because it ain't coming through the way of Christianity or Islam or Buddhism or any other doctrine or religion that man has given us. It ain't coming through democracy or any of these world powers that are on planet Earth. Yah told us what our future is. All praise to the Holy One of Israel for the prophet Zechariah. Because Yah ain't short on memories. He know who we are. He created us before we placed in our mother's womb. And the fact that our mother Sarah, who was 90-something years old, who thought she wouldn't have a child, the wonders and the miraculous works of Yah showed her there's nothing impossible for Yah. So Sarah, our mother, had a baby. And his name was Yitzchak, Isaac. He who will laugh. And in the end, we're going to laugh. So all praise to the Holy One of Israel for our prophet Zechariah. Yah remembers, because Yah ain't short on memories. And this is what chapter 2 has to say. I looked up and beheld 4 horns. How many people know what these 4 horns are? I'm going to tell you what these 4 horns are. I inquired the angel who was conversing with me what these were. What are these 4 horns? What do these horns represent? The angel answered me, these are the scattered Yehuda, Yisrael, and Jerusalem. These are the horns that scattered Yehuda, Yisrael, and Jerusalem. 4 horns. What do the 4 horns represent? They represent the 4 kingdoms that Nebuchadnezzar dreamt about, that the prophet Daniel dreamt about, that the Most High broke down to the prophet Daniel what these 4 kingdoms were. 4 horns that scattered Yehuda and Israel to the 4 corners of the earth where we find ourselves right now. Right, Yashlo? Are we in the 4 corners right now?
Exactly.
Then Yah showed me. What did Yah show Zechariah the prophet? 4 blacksmiths. Who are these 4 blacksmiths? And I said, what are these coming to do? These blacksmiths. He replied, those horns scattered Yehuda so completely that no one dared to raise his head. That's where we're at now. We're Eastern people that has been socially engineered in a Western dominated world. However, those blacksmiths have come to terrify them. And maybe that's why they call us an Israelite terrorist group. Because we know we have these powers aligned with us to deliver us to complete Yah's plan. And to strike down the horns. What horns? the four horns, the four kingdoms of the nations that raised their horns against the land of Yehuda in order to scatter its people. Yam Suf, are we scattered?
You better believe it, my brother.
Mentally, physically, and spiritually, the people of Yah are scattered. The New Jerusalem. Follow this. I raised my eyes and observed a man with a measuring line in his hand. Yam Suf, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Have we heard this before? A man with a measuring line in his hand?
Yes, we've heard it because we do redundancy in our studies, brother. Yes, we have.
Yep.
In the book of Ezekiel, then the angel with a measuring line in his hand take the prophet Ezekiel on a tour of the temple that's already built.
Yep,
Wait.
you better believe it.
Could this be the same angel with a
You
measuring
better
line?
believe it. I
Could this be the
suspect
same
it is.
angel? Could it be the same angel?
Yes, you better believe
And
it.
the
I
prophet
suspect that it is.
Zechariah asked him, "Where are you going?" He replied, the angel with the measuring line in his hand, he said to measure Jerusalem, to discover what its width and what its length. Why did the angel do that? Why did the angel do that? Why did he do that? Yamsu?
He's going to have to measure so that temple can be placed in that location.
Because that temple is already built. Can you see it?
Exactly.
When the angel who was talking with me walked away, another angel came out to meet him and said to him, "Run and tell that young man, Jerusalem will remain without wall because of the great multitude of men and animals dwelling there." Does that sound like 144,000 that these Messianic Christian Israelites be talking about?
No, it sounds like there's much more than that, brother.
Yah says a great multitude of men and animals, but I will be a wall of fire all around it, says Yah, and I will be the glory within it. Is Yah talking about heaven, or is he talking about someplace on earth?
He's talking about someplace on earth.
Because we need to know Yah's plan, Yah's intention, Yah's MO, Yah's future vision, don't we?
We certainly do, brother. But you only know that by virtue of your studies.
How many Israelites need to know this?
Every one of us.
Come on, man. This is what Yah telling us. He says, up, flee from the land of the north, says Yah. Yamsu, where we located?
In the North Hemisphere.
What they call it? Do they call it North America?
North America.
Okay.
Exactly.
And this is what Yah says. For I have scattered you to the four winds of heaven. Did Yah do that to us?
You better believe it.
Is Yah's words true?
You better believe it.
When did he tell us this? That he was going to do that to us?
He told us that a long time ago by virtue of these prophets.
Okay. So we know that Yah's word is real.
And it's good.
It ain't nothing to play with, is it?
You better believe it.
And what is he telling us? These are commands. We got Israelite brothers talking about the Torah. No, Yah words extend beyond the Torah by way of his prophets. Because he's telling the prophet Zechariah to tell us what? He says, away, escape to Zion, you who presently live in daughter of Babylon. Is that a message to us?
You better believe it.
What's he saying?
We're
Some
living
people-
in a we're living in a sinful existence by virtue of these captivities, universal.
Some people say we need to stay here. No, y'all saying get away, escape. But thus say Yah hosts. After he sent me forth in regard to the nations that plundered you, Yam Suf, how many nations plundered us?
Every one of them.
Every nation on planet Earth has plundered us, haven't they?
You better believe it.
For those who have enslaved. Who y'all talking about? Who's been enslaved?
All of us, Brother Country.
He's talking about us. And every nation has taken advantage of that, haven't they?
I say it again, Brother Country. You better believe it.
And this is why the prophet Zechariah says this. He says, for thus say Yah hosts, after he set me forth in regards to the nations that plunder you, Israel, because every nation on planet Earth has plundered us. Whoever touches you, who y'all talking about?
Any nation that put their hand on us.
Touches who? The apple of my eye. Are we the apple of Yah's eye?
You better believe it.
How many nations have touched us?
Every one of them.
Behold, I will wave my hand over them. Over who?
All the nations that put their hand on us.
And they will be plundered. For those they have enslaved. Y'all feeling what y'all saying? Y'all's bringing restoration, reparations to us for all the nations that have taken advantage of us. Thus you will know that Yah of hosts has sent me. Me who? The prophet Zechariah. Sing and rejoice, O daughter of Zion. Yam Suf, that's why I sent y'all those songs.
Our women. He's trying to comfort our women. Our women been uncomfortable, just like Job. And Yah is sending a signal to our women.
Can our women sing?
Man, they can knock it out the park.
Oh, yeah. Can't they? Better than any other woman on planet Earth. Trust me. The daughters of Zion can sing, baby. Just like the sons of Zion. Sons of Yah can sing. But Yah's focusing on the daughters because Yah, the daughters of Zion, like Whitney Houston, they send chills up and down your spine. And I'm sure when the daughters of Zion sing to Yah, they raise that level. Sing and rejoice, O daughter of Zion, for I am coming to dwell in your midst, says Yah. And all the daughters of Zion should be preparing themselves for this, right?
You better believe it. Stop trying to be the daughter of Babylon. It's true.
Yeah, I didn't say he coming to the sons of Israel to dwell in their midst. But he gonna do that too. But he prioritizes who?
Our women.
Because the women of our nation are the hand that rocks the cradle that what?
Rules the world. Hallelujah.
They have to know first. Our sisters have to know first. They have to be more connected with Yah than the brothers. Because Yah puts souls in their bodies for the future. He don't put the body of souls of the future in the body of men, do we?
We couldn't handle it, brother.
Nah? Okay. So he has to appeal to the daughters of Zion because they are the future. Sing and rejoice, O daughter of Zion, for I am coming to dwell in your midst. But he's already there. But the daughters of Zion must get their minds, hearts, and souls right to receive Yah, right? Because this is what Yah's saying. Yah's coming to the daughters of Zion. And we put aside the daughters of Zion like the men are more important to Yah than the daughters of Zion. What is Yah telling us, Yamsu?
Now repeat that, my brother. I was reading while you were speaking.
Is Yah coming to the men or he's coming to the women?
The women is his focal point.
Okay. He ain't talking about the sons of light. He's talking about the daughters of Zion, right?
Exactly.
And the daughters of Zion need to know this vision so they can sing and rejoice. Don't worry about what the brothers are saying. Oh, I'm a high priest. I'm a Levite. I'm a Kohen. I'm a Moreh. No. The Most High is telling the daughters of Zion, I am coming to you. Praise Yah. What y'all telling them to do? Daughters of Zion, y'all listening? Y'all telling y'all to sing and rejoice. We got our Whitney Houstons and our Aretha Franklins, and we got daughters of Zion that can rock the world with their voices, right?
Exactly.
Y'all saying he's coming into the midst of them. And the daughters of Zion on planet Earth got power now. That's why they were voting for Kamala Harris, right? As opposed to Donald Trump. But we don't realize the powers of the daughters of Zion. Y'all says on that day, many nations will be converted to Yah. Yes, they will become his people. It's not exclusive to Israel because Yah created all nations. Every human being that breathes the breath of life, Yah created. And he will dwell among you, which we need. Planet Earth needs Yah dwelling on planet Earth. Then you will know that Yah hosts has sent me to you. Yah will claim Yehuda as his portion in the Holy Land. That hasn't taken place yet because we have imposters talking about their Jews. No, you're not Yehuda, one of the 12 tribes of Israel, where Yah will claim Yehuda. Why is Yah claiming Yehuda? What's so special about Yehuda?
I suspect, Brother Kasher, because the world has claimed the Jews. That's what I suspect. Yes.
I'm going to tell you why Yah claim Yehuda.
Break it down, brother.
Because Yehuda wasn't that exemplary character that we thinking about here. Because when Jacob had Yehuda, what did he do? He went off and went with Tamar, tried to make her a prostitute. He lost 2 of his sons because he slept with a prostitute. We're talking about Judah, who married a Canaanite. It wasn't because of him. Yah chose the tribe of Yehuda because of King David. Right?
Exactly.
King David lifted the tribe of Yehuda to the status that Yah loves the tribe of Yehuda because of the example that King David set for the whole nation. That's why verse 16 says, Yah will claim Yehuda as his portion in the Holy Land. And once again, he will choose Jerusalem. These are the things that King David set up. That all the people be silent in the presence of Yah, for he has roused himself from his holy dwelling. And we ask that Yah rise up and let his enemies be scattered, cause our enemies to show us favor, and bless us to whatever we put our hands to do in order for his name to be glorified. So thank the prophet Zechariah. Yah remembers because he's given us a vision that we all should have. The vision is for us. The vision is for us and Yah being in conjunction with each other. And the future is everlasting. Praise Yah.
Praise Yah. Brother Cottrell, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for myself and for my Esau that you've done such a great job at breaking that chapter down. I don't need to obscure it anymore by any commentary because of the fact you were straight to the point. And you broke it down to us like we were 4 years old. No reflection on our age, but just nativity. Thank you, Brother Cottrell. So what I would like to ask my Esau sister Nasanya, do she have any comments in our commentary in that regard? Nasanya?
Nah, really, no. I was writing down some the only thing, well, not the only thing, but what really stood out to me really was verse 17. Ooh, but okay, all praise. No, I don't have any commentary.
Thank you, daughter Zion. You need to hit a note. You need to hit a note, daughter Zion.
Now you know I will.
I know you will. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Praise Yah. Where are Brother Cottrell, fellow students? Brother Cottrell and I, Nasanya, Brother Cottrell, Nasanya and I, we've done our due diligence as citizens of the nation. Nasanya, a daughter of Zion, have done her due diligence by virtue of her administrating this show and sharing her comments and our commentaries. Brother Cottrell and I, we've done our due diligence and moral obligations as simply elders of the nation. We're not anything special. And sharing with you the word of the Elohim and our love for you. But that being said, we can do no more in this regard. It's incumbent upon you yourselves to do something for yourselves. Meaning, meditate on the word of Yah. Trust in the word of Yah. Cling to the word of Yah. Rely on the word of Yah. You see, the Most High word is going to work in spite of us and irregardless of us. It has worked. It is working. But for you individually, it works for you if you work it. You execute it. You activate it. You take the antidote. Praise Yah and bless his holy name. So I would ask Nasanya, do she have any closing remarks in her comments? Then we'll ask Brother Cottrell, do he have any closing remarks in her comments? And ask him to close us out for the night. Praise Yah. Nasanya, your mic is hot.
Shalom and good night.
Thank you, Esau. Brother Cottrell.
Yes, sir. All praise to the Holy One of Israel.
Hallelujah.
And our brother, the prophet Zechariah, it says Yah remember. That's what his name means. The important thing is for us to remember our connection with the Most High. So we have to remember Yah and our connections with him, which gives us the ability to overcome every adversity that we face in this life, in this creation that Yah has created. Because there's no weapon that's formed against us that can prevail as long as Yah is on our side. But we have to know how to secure Yah's allegiance to us as we align ourselves to Yah. And that's the critical thing. So we give thanks to the Most High, all praise, honor, and glory to him, that he's allowed us to, in these open book studies, to know how to realign ourselves with our powers. That he says there's no weapon formed against you that can prevail. We have to know how to tap into that. All praise to the Holy One Israel. May the words of our mouth and the meditation of our heart be acceptable before him, our rock, our king, our father, our redeemer. All praise to the Holy One Israel. We love you, Israel. Praise Yah. Shalom and good night.
Shalom and good night. And I expect what my brother is alluding to in his captivity is learn how to navigate. And to learn how to navigate, you must use the word of the Elohim for navigational purpose. Praise Yah. We love you. Shalom and good night.
This is how we praise his name. We pray forever. This is how we pray. This is how